Welcome back to the channel. So here's the most important stimulus news that you want to know. Joe Biden entered office in January with a straightforward pledge of building his Build Back Better Act. But President Biden's agenda became clear after he won the election. He wanted to build America back to a point that was better than it has been. And this is what President Biden has done. He's laid out a pair of plans to overhaul the economy with new investments into roads and bridges. He did send out stimulus checks early this year, and the first plan became law with support from some Republicans in the late summer. But it was a surprise when Democratic Joe Manchin rejected a massive spending bill, effectively putting him in league with 50 Republican senators who stand in opposition. Folks, everybody, the current legislation that is being negotiated is the fourth stimulus checks. The legislation would set up a universal pre-K, renew monthly child tax credit payments to American families for one more year, establish federal funding for childcare, and set up a national paid leave program. Manchin has expressed support, though some things he disagrees on. He also included an extension of the Affordable Care Act subsidies in universal pre-K. Manchin's vote is so critical because of the difficult legislative math. A 3-seat majority, for example, in the House and a 50-50 Senate, where a single Democratic vote could change the tables. But everybody, good news is this. President Biden is not throwing his hands up yet. Democrats are coming together again with the aim of getting a newer, slimmer version of the legislation over the finish line. Democrats want to demonstrate to voters that they're capable of delivering improvements to people's lives. So a fourth stimulus check should definitely be approved and can be approved with the work from Democrats, Republicans, and Joe Biden. Folks, the year opened with a debate over the American Rescue Plan, which would go on to boost household income by $1,400. Now, parents who had a child in 2021 might have their refunds padded by $1,400 when they do their taxes in 2022. Most people have already received their American Rescue Plan payments in full. Not have received the checks may be able to claim their EIP payments as the recovery rebate credit. And depending on where you live, you may be eligible for stimulus money in 2022, in one form or another, no matter what the federal government does. And among a pair of letters sent to Biden, several Democrats from the House Ways and Means Committee had expressed their support for another round of stimulus checks. Now guys, this was signed by 26 Democrats and has been pushing for the enactment of automatic stabilizers. They believe that this would help lawmakers avoid negotiations tied to any future relief package, allowing for faster distribution. Now the proposed legislation includes unemployment as an automatic stabilizer, which would enable the current number of eligible jobless Americans to claim an automatic relief payment. Now, when the unemployment rate eventually rises above that predetermined level, the relief would be automatically pulled back again. But so far, millions of Americans support the idea of automatic stimulus payments.
Hello, everybody, and Merry Christmas. And it's wonderful to see you all, but I know, as Jill said, you'd rather be home today, and I don't blame you. Jill and I know how hard it is for you, but quite frankly, it's harder for your husbands, wives, moms, dads, children, be apart or on duty during a season of togetherness. And we Bidens understand that. We still, every once in a while, look at that empty chair. And, you know, service for your country is, whether you're in Iraq or, you know, Bo spent a year in Iraq, the Delaware Army National Guard. Remember that, what it felt like, as I said, and all those birthdays and other occasions, celebrations, where you're not together. So as your Commander-in-Chief, I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a poor substitute for what you're missing, but I understand. I just want you to know how much we care. We're grateful for your courage, your sacrifice, not only your sacrifice, but your family's sacrifice. The holidays really bring into sharp focus. Being apart is just part of the job, but it's a hard part of the job, and but it's who you guys are. You're solid. You know, I get criticized for saying this occasionally, but you're the solid steel spine of the nation. You really are. Always vigilant, always ready when duty calls, 365 days a year, and during the holiday season, as we pray for peace and spread joy and glad tidings, we also look for hope toward the possibility of a better year, and to give thanks, to to everything, for everything we've gotten to you, the service, your families, and to give you as much space as you need. Now, we were going to send this guy over, but you know, we give you so much to make our freedom and prosperity possible. You are, as I said, you're the best. Your families serve right alongside you through every one of your missions, your deployments, your hardship. We owe you. We owe your families. I've often said, as a nation, we have many obligations. We only have one truly sacred obligation: to properly prepare those and equip those who we send into harm's way, and to care for you and your families while you're gone and when you return home. It's because all of you are out there doing what you're doing. The Americans all across the nation are able to spend the day with their loved ones, enjoying the
The beauty of Christmas brings light and warmth to the coldest and darkest time of the year. Loved ones gather to celebrate with prayer and worship, beloved family traditions, and the spirit of giving. This year, let's hold in our thoughts our fellow Kentuckians and Americans who won't be enjoying their normal holiday. Our brave men and women in uniform who are spending the holiday season away from home to serve our nation. The families.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and your family. My deepest thanks to everyone serving in our military and to your families. I'm so grateful for your sacrifice, and I know the people of Michigan are too. We're also so grateful for all of our doctors and nurses and other workers who've been on the front lines during this pandemic. You're also American heroes. As we know, the past 2 years have been very difficult for all of us, but we also know that in Michigan, we value our family, our friends, and our faith. We look out for one another, and that's never been more important than right now. So this season, let's make sure we all keep each other safe. If you haven't been vaccinated, do that as a gift to yourself and those around.
The holiday season has finally arrived, and it's a time to gather with our loved ones and to celebrate the passing of another year. And while 2021 may not have been the easiest year, it brought on many hardships. There's still a lot to be thankful for. This year, I'm thankful for all the frontline and essential workers who sacrifice so much every day in the fight against COVID-19. We can celebrate the holidays together this year because of their efforts to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 and create and distribute a life-saving vaccine in record time. I'm also thankful to the active duty service members. We owe them and their families our gratitude for the sacrifices they make to protect us. Finally, I'm thankful for a little extra wiggle room with that expanded child tax credit that's helping working families all across America. As you celebrate the holidays with your loved ones this